pooch on this one. Okay. 30. Okay, so 4. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a few technical difficulties here, guys. Um, damn. It is true. Hang on for a second here because I was not ready. I was not ready. I certainly was not ready for this. Um, this is crazy. Hold up. Sorry. Let me see if there we go. There we go. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and I have to get a couple things going here because I don't have my live dashboard in front of me. We have breaking news that probably some of you have already heard it, that Travis Fredrick has retired. Thank God that we have re-signed um, Joe Looney. And sorry, I'm not taking calls right now, there, buddy. Um, he's been mulling it over for some time. You know, he had the uh, Hillian Barr syndrome. Um, you know, the year before and set the year out, came back to be a Pro Bowler, but he has since retired. I am in literally a state of shock. I need to try something here real quick because some, hang on for 1 second. Let me all right. They're going to kill Dak this year. Well, okay. Here's hold up. No doom and gloom. No doom and gloom here. Um, Joe Looney, who got 1 year's worth of experience, ended up playing actually really, really well. He now definitely moves into the starting center position. Thank God that we still have him and he's been in our system. This is it's unbelievable, but Travis Frederick has retired. Um, he's been thinking about this for a long time, and of course I see Philly 500 is already is already another loss for you. Travis Frederick just retired. I've been actually working on trying to get this stuff set up, Miss Jackie. You're not going to believe this, Mark. Talk me off the ledge. I'm going to jump. Don't jump, Miss Jackie. Don't jump. Um, that's a big loss. Mark Holmes is our new. No, you don't want me. No. This could change. Well, actually, it could change the draft. This also could change actually free agency, where the Dallas Cowboys start making some looks around the NFL to find some to find some more line and help on the offensive line. Wow. No, she's don't talk about Miss Jackie. Um, as an Eagle fan, this really helps the Eagles. Danny, you are 100% right. Um, literally, I was actually watching the president talking about coronavirus, and this came across, and so I wanted to jump on this. So I came downstairs to get my whole setup here going. So it's kind of like short notice. Most people probably aren't getting a notification right now because I just uploaded another video. But this is definitely a sad day. Let me see if there's any. Okay. Tell you what, let me change up here so I can read it because that's too small for me to read because I'm old. Connor McGovern is a center guard, and of course, he was injured last year. Um, to me, he had kind of still his baby body um, on him and needed to do get some more growth and things on him. to get that full size body. So we do have him, of course, who plays center and guard. You have Joe Looney Tunes is going to end up being the starter, and you'll figure that Connor McGovern will be back up to Connor Williams and Joe Looney. Um, Let me refresh this. I'm trying to see if I can find this. Again, sorry, I apologize that I was not completely set up for this. I started to do this just on my cell phone, and maybe I would have been better because then I wouldn't have to do this. Football is a rough business. And, a lot of times you almost wish that the players would retire sooner than later because of the quality of life. How much? Oh, well, we had 24 million before this. It'll depend on the retirement. I'm not sure what the difference will be, but it will be a savings of probably about $10 million. Let me see if I can read. Okay, it's.
At least one player's giving back.
Hmm.
I said you might be said every player should be giving back. At least one of them did. To help pay for that press bet.
Let's see if we can read this. Come on. Damn, my computer's acting slow today. Okay. Let's read what. Damn, come on. After much consideration, discussion, and reflection, I have decided to retire from football. This was not an easy decision. I entered the league at 22 years of age, unsure of where life would lead, and I have since married, welcomed two beautiful, healthy children into the world, and have achieved professional levels of which I could never have dreamed. Playing football has given me many amazing things. I've had the good fortune to play on very successful teams, participate in Pro Bowls, and even be named All Pro. I have been surrounded by not only elite level athletes and coaches, but elite level men. I have learned from and worked aside some of the game's best players and coaches. Surprisingly, what I've learned from them on the field pales in comparison to what I have learned off the field. Specifically, how to be an impactful member of the community, reliable teammate, and devoted family man. Shout out to you. I started a journey almost 2 years ago that completely blindsided me, and when I developed the Guillain-Barré syndrome, I did not know how to handle things. I was scared. That experience forced me to reevaluate my life's priorities. I spent much of that year thinking about both the past and the future. I realized how fortunate I was to play a game for a living. I realized how fortunate I was to make friends and become teammates with some great men. Most of all, realized the importance of a family and how much I want to be there for the peaks and the valleys as they were for me. Football is risky. Each day, players go to work knowing this could be their last day playing. Facing the potential end of my career because of my illness forced me to imagine life after football. I had to prepare for my career potentially ending. Some players fear life when it's no longer revolves around football. The moment one stops playing the sport to which one's identity and dreams have been tied to for 20 years. After months of contemplating, I not only accepted that moment, but I also surprisingly found myself welcoming the moment. I was ready for the next stage in my life. However, the competitor in me would not accept going out without returning to the field. I made my return to the field, playing well overall, and was selected to the Pro Bowl, but it was a difficult year for me. Each day I faced a struggle. I could no longer perform at the highest level. Playing well is not what I expect of myself, and it's not what my teammates deserve. Because of this, I know my days as a football player are done. I am proud to. Wow. I know my days as a football player are done, and I am proud of what I've accomplished in my career, and I walk away with my head held high. I thank the Jones family, the entire Cowboys organization, my teammates for allowing me to go on this wild ride. I am very lucky to have played my entire career for and with the greatest sports franchise and fan base in the world. I cannot express my gratitude enough for the support, the opportunities over the 7 years, and I thank my family, friends for their support and enduring my crazy schedule. Most of all, I thank Kaylee for her unending support and belief in me. She handles the NFL craziness with beauty and grace. No one gives her enough credit to the significance others in the NFL. I am so thankful for the last 7 years. I look forward to the next chapter of life. Kaylee and I will continue to be positive impact in the Dallas community, which has given me so much. Best of luck to the 2020 Dallas Cowboys and the franchise in the future. Okay. I'm not crying, dude. Screw you. You know what, dude? Kiss. You can kiss my high yellow ass, okay, dude? Seriously. You know what? All right, boy. You don't have to be here. If you don't like what I do, you can kiss my high yellow ass. Because I can tell you, Travis Fredrick,
Does he?
he was the Dallas Cowboys Man of the Year a few years ago. I have met Travis Frederick. I was there outside of Radio City Music Hall in 2013 when he was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a crazy night because that was before we had all the hoopla with the draft and all the people getting together. This was the last draft that you only had 500 people who actually had tickets to go to it. Okay? I was there in Arizona when he was giving back in the community at the Pro Bowl. That is a guy who has been through hell and so on. So, yeah, I feel for that guy. Because, see, you got to understand, to get to the level that these guys get to, you have been on this path every single day of your life. And this is the peak of what you do. Most players, when football's over, they're lost. They don't know what to do. Their body is still knowing that football season's coming around. It starts changing and getting ready for it. You miss the hits. You miss being in the locker room. And this guy was a great player. I remember Adam Schefter saying, the Dallas Cowboys traded back with the San Francisco 49ers to take a center. A guy they could have got him in the second round. So there's that. That's a big loss on the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Because what you have to understand is the center is the field general. He is the guy that makes all of the calls. He is the leader of the offensive line. And he literally was, even when he was out in 2018. You could see him on the sidelines there. He was still directing traffic. That guy will be missed. So, yeah, dude, I'm a little emotional about it because you lose great players, it hurts. Wow. Travis Frederick. You know what? Boom. But this is a guy who also. Hold on. We got to do something here. Hold on. I got to get out from under here.
The question for you, though, do you think he deserves to be in the Ring of Honor?
Oh, hell yeah.
Eventually. Jimmy Johnson deserves to be in it too, but Jerry Jones' ego won't put him in there. He's like, nope, we ain't put you in there, Jimmy Johnson.
Hold on, guys. Just wait 1 second there. I'll be right back. This sucks. Shit. There we go. Strike anywhere match. Well, just about anywhere. Got a candle burning for him. Let's see. Do I have it in good room? Nope. Not that one. Nope, not that one. There we go. Get some Ron Zappa. For you, Travis Fredrick, this is a major loss. And they also say that alcohol may help the coronavirus.
Let's say for people who like to eat those things, the alcohol first.
Damn. Jones has a history of drafting players with illness.
More like injuries. You don't.
I was going to say with injuries is right. Illnesses? No.
Took a chance of it.
Come on, man.
Actually helped you.
Nobody knew. There was no signs or anything of that. That's one of those things that shit happens. Did Fredrick really, Robert Smith? Really? A guy who every year was a Pro Bowler? You wouldn't notice that kind of thing because you're not used to actually seeing good offensive line play. Come on, man. You're laying in my bed. I feel sad. He was a big daddy in the middle. Oh my God, he's going to be mixed, but it's the next man up. It's Joe Looney time right now.
It's time to see your cousin every day on TV.
Wow, that's. But a lot of guys, when you have something tragic that happens in life, it will change you. It'll change the perspective that you have. And for him probably to have gone through that whole situation where his body is numb and he needs help to get up and things. All of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, football, it's great, but how long am I going to be making it? Is this going to be something permanent? What about my wife and my kids? And that changes you. I know from the time I had the flesh-eating bacteria, it changed me because I realized how precious life was. I live my life now every day like it's going to be my last because you don't know if it's going to be your last. And this is sad because this is another great player that should have a ring, but his career was wasted. So, and Joe Looney Mike B. Looney did pretty good until we got to the Rams game. In the Rams game, he got thrown around by Ndamukong Suh. So, yeah, Looney's not bad. Looney is not bad. I'm not going to say Looney is bad, but he's not Travis Fredrick. He's not Travis Fredrick, but he's going to have to be. So, this is a huge loss for the Dallas Cowboys. Travis Fredrick is going to retire. I can't say that I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. So let's start looking at some of the numbers. Like I said, this is if somebody had said that somebody was going to retire from the Dallas Cowboys, it wouldn't have been Travis Fredrick. That would not have been my guess. Wow. So let's look at his cap hit. Now, I don't know what the retirement, if he retires, how that affects the cap. Come on. All of a sudden, my computer's acting slow today. Come on. Nothing is working right today. Do I think? No, I don't think the first pick's going to be a center. Second pick might be. Or the third pick. Let's see. Okay. Over the cap. Travis Fredrick was a $11.9 million cap hit. So I don't know. I'm trying to find out um, what the cap hit will be on that. Or when a player retires, what happens to his salary on the cap?
Well, how much guarantee do you have left?
So it'll be the dead money. If there's dead money in a player's contract and he is released or retired, that charge will accelerate into the team's salary cap for the current year. There is one avenue to lower the cap hit in a current season, the June 1st designation. So Travis Frederick dead money, damn, is 11.4. So they would basically only save 900,000. Now, if he ends up being a post June 1st, let's see, what does that do? If it's a post June 1st, it'll actually be spread out over 2 years. They could say he's gonna. They could turn around and basically bite some of that the next year. Jonathan Himes, thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Jonathan. Glad Philly's making out on Super Chats.
Basically, what they could do is they could go ahead and make him a June 1st retirement, in which case he would only have a $5 million cap hit this year and saving $7 million. Dallas has four. No, Chris, you're wrong. The Dallas Cowboys have $24.9 million in cap money right now, plus whatever they save on him. It is a June 1st cut. Yeah, so what it'll be is it'll be $4.9 million is what he'll cost them for this year. So they'll save $7 million. And if you go through right now, we have 24.3, so we have 32 million right now. And if they decide they want to go ahead and get Jet D, how are you doing? If they want to go ahead and get more money, if they go ahead and get Dak Prescott's deal done. So that's where we are with this. Travis Frederick has retired, has basically said that whole Hillian Barr situation made him reevaluate life. I can't say that I blame him at all. And it's one of those things about football. You know, when you play football, you understand that the next play could be your last. And Travis Frederick has realized, you know what? I've got a wife. I've got two beautiful kids. I've made money. I've been around great people. And there's a bigger mission for me in life. And it's still about giving back to the community and taking care of my family. So the Dallas Cowboys, on the other hand, are going to be scrambling because this is huge. So what I think we should do is, if you are in here and you got your shot glass, pour yourself a drink for Travis Frederick, because that's the kind of guy that you want on your football team. A guy who gives it his all, is a stand-up guy on the field, off the field, and wow, now he's gone. Unbelievable. Philly's probably crying because his Flyers were killing it. Then bam. Okay. Travis, salute. Everybody got the shot glass ready? Damn. Unbelievable. Wow. Well, I tell you what. This changes what I was going to be doing tonight for our live stream. My live stream tonight was going to be something totally else. That's totally different. Tonight will be about Travis Frederick and what the Cowboys do. Michael Turner?
You mean this voice altering is not a good thing for adults listening? Sorry, but that's my trademark.
So I think Connor. No, what you have is Joe Looney for center. Connor McGovern actually is a center slash guard. Amen, Sal. Like the blink of an eye, anything can happen in the NFL in life. You are 100% on that one. This is on Jason Garrett, man. How's it on Jason Garrett?
Because his career was wasted.
Oh, because the career. Okay. Well, hey, I can give you that one. Yeah. Another Dallas Cowboys.
Or you could say it's on Jerry Jones.
Kilgore out of Miami. Well, here's this is actually kind of interesting because one of the things I was sitting here going to be talking about later on tonight is right now the Dallas Cowboys still have $24 million of cap room. They can easily get more money out of Dak's contract when they finally get that thing done. It'll probably be another $8 to $10 million. So the question wouldn't be is if they need more money. The question was going to be, will they spend it all, or will it end up being carried over to next year? Because right now you've already seen them making a move, and maybe they'll end up getting Poe. But even with Poe, they'll still have probably about 17, 18 million easily left on the cap. So they have room, and with him leaving, that may be another seven. So they still will have about $25 million. It could be that they try and make a trade or make a move at another center or another player to kind of make up for it. You never know. Fredrick. I don't get that, Mike Hua. Mike, I agree with you on that. Oh, we got you. Dez, Travis Frederick, Jason Witten too. You can put on there. You can say DeMarcus Ware as well.
Yep, he got something.
Yeah, he will definitely be missed. All right, so we'll be back. PC 76, man. I can't believe it either. I am in shock. So let me get myself together. I know the blogosphere is blowing up right now. We'll definitely talk about this in 2 hours when I do my regular live stream. Wow. Travis Frederick. Just like that. Boom. This definitely changes a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things. Just trying to check the final lines in here. Unbelievable. All right, so guys, be back at 9 o'clock. We'll be talking about this, and if we end up having Poe. Cowboys definitely have more work to do, but Travis Frederick, this was for you, buddy.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.
We got it.
Damn. Ooh. Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and I was getting ready for my live stream coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern. And today we found out, just about 30 minutes ago, that Travis Frederick, the Dallas Cowboys All-Pro Center, is retiring. We'll have details on this on our live stream at 9 o'clock tonight, as well as the Dallas Cowboys trying to sign Demontre Poe as well, and where the Dallas Cowboys go from here. Joe Looney, I'm glad we re-signed you. Wow. It's been a rough day, but we'll see you here at 9 o'clock Eastern. This sucks. Wow. Oh, I didn't turn it off, did I?